Welcome back to another edition of Bourbon Kingdom. I'm David.
And I'm Zach.
And today we are going to review the Remus Repeal Reserve. And I'm excited about this one.
This is typically one of my favorite bottles that comes out every year for two reasons. A, it's typically older MGP, which obviously I love, and you can find it. Like, it's not one of these crazy hunts where it's like, oh, okay, I know it's dropping at like this liquor store, so I got to hurry up and run there.
Yeah,
no, I'm going to be able to find it a couple times and get a couple, spares for the old, bunker or whatever. Put them in a box and sit on them for a while because it's so good. You want to have a couple. In this one this year, it's beautiful.
And I always love this bottle, like just from a look standpoint. I love this bottle.
Yeah, literally, a guy from work who I was talking to about it, who I gave a sample to, him and I were talking. And I was thinking...
You've either drank a lot of it or you've sampled a lot of it. I'm not sure which one. I mean, I'm sure he'll say, I drank a lot of it.
What he doesn't know is this is my second bottle of it. So, there you go.
There you go.
Obviously, we know where my review's going with this.
It's terrible.
But it has a great Gatsby kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Like, it just with the tone of it. And that's what we were kind of sitting there talking about. And it's just awesome. I think it's a great looking bottle. It looks great on a bar. And even whenever you have lights on it, on the bottom of it, it says George Remus on the bottom of it. So even it just pops with the lights.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But to talk, before we start talking a little bit about the bottle.
Well, while you're talking, I'm going to go ahead and pour a little bit
just
so to get just to get it.
Go ahead. Go ahead and hit that like button down there. And, because you all are crushing it right now with the likes and stuff. But just want to keep reminding you with it. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit subscribe. Because we're just kind of doing our thing over here and just having fun, and it's crazy with how much support and comments and subscribers we've been getting here recently.
Everybody loves the short guy.
Yes, everybody loves the short guy. So, anyways, yeah, I'm just sitting here thinking 5'10" short. So, yeah. Anyways, back to the bourbon though. So basically with this, I know, right?
Well, let's hurry up. I want to get to this.
What MGP does every year, this is like their big special release, and it's typically old stocks. It's basically 5 different batches of this bourbon that ranges anywhere from 13 years old to 16 years old, and it's 100 proof. It's semi-reasonable retail-wise. I think they say retail is like around $90, and I got mine for $79.99.
Sweet.
Yeah, so it's not like all this crazy, all that Jim Beam that was floating around. It's $200 that people are sourcing and stuff like that. Like, there's a ton of value in this, and it's old MGP. This is the stuff that we would get from, High West back in the day. The old Carter kind of stuff. Like, this is the really good stuff. So, but anyways, are you ready?
Let's do this. Yeah, right off the bat, man, it is super fruity. Like,
yes,
I mean, it's honestly might be the fruitiest smelling bourbon we might have done on this channel so far.
This has such crazy notes of like dusty bourbon. Like, the nose on it just seems old. You got a lot of you definitely have some fruit, but then you have like some odor notes of like caramel and oak, and it's warming, and it's fantastic. Like, it's so, man, it's just good, and I'm just so happy about this. Also has like a really nice sweet note, like a sweet note of caramel.
Ooh, me likey.
Yeah, this.
No, that is.
Now you understand why this is my second bottle.
I do.
I mean, this for 100 proof has such a nice warm finish to it.
Yeah,
it's not like I wouldn't classify it as like a Kentucky Hug or whatever.
No,
it's
not
nothing
at all.
like a barrel proof, like where you really feel it. But man, for that 100 proof, gosh, it's so good. And it reminds me, it's like I'm freaking driving the DeLorean, hitting 88 miles an hour, and I'm going and I'm hitting all this old whiskey we used to drink back in the day. And it's so freaking good.
Oh, this is where I wish I could. I might insert a DeLorean here into this video.
It's just
1.1 million gigawatts.
Yeah. This thing crushes, and it's so.
You definitely it's like got a creaminess, like it kind of coats in a really good way. It's almost, it's almost sweet like a soda, like
a cream soda.
Yeah,
I was literally going to say the same thing.
Yeah, that's odd.
Yeah, it's that caramel kind of pops on that, and it also it drinks old. And it's hard to describe that if you're not really into Dusties or you haven't had the opportunity to really drink Dusties. I think this takes you back, and this will give you a similar experience to what older whiskey / bourbon.
Now, I'm not going to say that this is as good as what I'm going to compare it to, but the 2003
Russells.
I mean, it's got that same kind of. It's in that same.
Has that same note.
Yeah, it's in that
old dusty part.
Yeah, it's in that same field of like.
I feel like there's a little bit more fruit on that one though. But at the same time, though, I see what you're saying though, because you're getting that some of that rich oak from it, and just from those older, and they're hard to describe. I just keep referring back to an old dusty note, and that doesn't necessarily sound pleasing, but it's delicious.
In every other aspect of life, if somebody called it an old dusty note, you're gonna pass it by. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, and what's crazy is to me is like this stuff. I won't say it's everywhere because I don't know how mass produced like this stuff goes out. But I know in Kentucky, like it was out for a couple of weeks.
Yes,
and there's still a couple stores that haven't got it. Like we know it's going out to a couple more stores. And I think honestly, I don't have any more. I've drank all the other Repeal or Remus Repeals that I've had, but I think this is the best one.
And here's what I like, and I've said this before. There aren't many things that I like in a finish more than like a tobacco-y and a leathery kind of finish on the back side of it. Yeah. And this has both of this has both of those things. And so, I mean, for me, like this is a really good bourbon.
Yeah. No, it's fantastic.
I mean, really good.
And yeah, I mean, it all around, in my opinion, for the price of it and everything else, like this is a must buy.
For $79, you're getting a 13 to 16 year bourbon. Yeah. That's stupid money. Yeah. Because you could expect to pay $150 and above with some of this stuff.
Easy. Yeah. I mean, a lot. Yeah. Yes, it is a blended product, but I mean, there are blended products out there.
Yeah, blended's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, look at Discovery. Like, the Discovery series is overall pretty good, and they're like 130, 150.
150, yeah.
And they have just as old, right. If not, I mean, I think they had like a 17-year and then a bunch of younger stuff. Yeah. They have a 16-year and a bunch of older stuff than what they had in that. So, it's really good value, and there's a ton of it out there.
Yeah. So I'm going to say this would be a buy for me.
Oh, for sure. So, this is definitely a buy, and this, if you saw this and you could buy 2 of them, I would straight up buy just 2 of them, and if you don't like it, let us know and I'll just buy it from you because it's fantastic.
Yeah. So, or try it in a bar somewhere, but I don't know. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm sure that bars will have it somewhere, but
sure.
This was good. So for me, it's a thumbs up. I say, if you get the chance, get it. Mm-hmm. So
it's great.
All right. Well, till next time, we'll see you.